Hi, I'm Paul, and welcome to Movie Mondays here on SOFA.
And I'm Anna, and something very exciting happening at the end of this month is the Oscars. So we have movie correspondent Katie and Nick with us to discuss.
Speaking of something very special, and Katie's here to bring up what I guess are our predictions for the Oscars, starting with Best Picture.
Well, Best Picture is probably going to be a fight to the finish between two really great movies this year, The Social Network and The King's Speech. The King's Speech has been doing really well lately. It won the SAG Award, but the Social Network started out the season strong. You know, it won the Golden Globe, so that was an early favorite. So I don't know, it might be a toss-up between those two.
I personally am hoping for The King's Speech. I'm a really big fan of that film. I think it's a great overall story. It's just really classic cinema. It's a good movie, it's uplifting, it's really an historical period. So that would be my pick, though I did love The Social Network, so it's one of those years where I'd be happy with either of them.
I really want The Social Network to win. I thought it was the best film of the year. I did like The King's Speech. I thought Colin Firth was really good in that movie, but the overall technique and writing and sort of telling a modern tale is everything that The Social Network has, and I think that it should be rewarded for that. How about you guys? What do you think?
I'm going for The King's Speech. I thought it was the best overall story told this year. It was really funny. It had some really poignant moments. It was a great historical piece, but also very relatable too. And the Social Network just didn't. I wasn't as satisfied with it. Just the ending just didn't get me in the same way that The King's Speech did. So I'm going for the King's Speech.
I have to admit, I haven't seen The Social Network yet, but I did love The King's Speech. I know, it's terrible. But I would love to see The King's Speech win. I thought it was great. But the word on the street is that if they want to take a more traditional route, The King's Speech will take it. But The Social Network would be a more, controversial pick. So it just depends on which direction the Academy wants to go in.
Okay, and I guess the next category would be Best Director.
Best Director, David Fincher is the frontrunner for The Social Network, but there are a few others that could sneak in there and take it. Thomas Hooper is a really great choice as well, so we'll just have to see.
I think it's David Fincher's. Maybe they're going to reward his body of work, as the Oscars tends to do, and Thomas Hooper's really done a lot of TV things, but not so many movies, so...
He did The Queen, right?
No, he did not.
Oh.
But if he did, maybe he would have a better shot. I think maybe in the future when he has a little more movie history behind him, it'll be his time, but right now it's David Fincher.
Darren Aronofsky, I really like him. I'm surprised that he hasn't come up more. I can sort of see why other people, he definitely had the most unique vision of the year, so that would be interesting. Maybe he could win, but it doesn't sound like anyone's really cheering for him.
Yes. Well, I think in his case, he sort of fell out of grace with The Fountain, and then recently built it up with The Wrestler. Now, with the Black Swan, he's not just a one-trick pony. So, I think it's sort of like what Anna said about rewarding a body of work, and he just hasn't reached that point yet. Right. So, David Fincher.
Yeah.
I guess Best Actor.
Best Actor is Colin Firth's to lose. He's been winning almost every other award this season, so he's a pretty clear front-runner there. But, James Franco did a great performance in 127 Hours as well, so he's a dark horse there, too. He could take it. Right, yeah.
I think Colin Firth definitely deserves to win. I love him, and I think he deserved to win last year for A Single Man, so I really think Colin Firth will win, and he should win, definitely.
Right, it's Firth versus Bridges again. What do you think, Nick?
Oh, see, I just saw True Grit this past weekend, so I really do like Jeff Bridges a lot, and I would be really happy to see either of them win. I really enjoyed both their performances, and Jeff Bridges was, I thought, very good in True Grit. Yeah.
And if I could champion one of the dark horses here, which is Javier Bardem, I recently saw his movie Beautiful. Although it's not the best movie, that performance was heavy, and it sort of puts in perspective all the other sort of performances where you can see people acting, but he's sort of that character at that point in time. All right, next category, Best Actress.
Clearly Natalie Portman, yeah. She's definitely the front runner there. She's been sweeping all the other awards this season. I'd say she's got it in the bag.
She's only done sort of like a clean sweep at the BAFTAs, the SAG Awards. I think Annette Bening could sneak in there because she's been nominated so many times and always loses. And she's married to Warren Beatty, who has a lot of Hollywood friends who could vote for her. I think that could be a big upset, but I'm hoping Natalie Portman wins.
Nick?
I'd really be happy to see either. I know I said that with best actor too, but I really enjoyed both their performances, and The Kids Are Always a great movie. So, you know, we'll see.
All right. I guess in other Oscar news, like, what do you guys think are the biggest snubs this year?
I have a big one. I think Andrew Garfield definitely should have been nominated for The Social Network. I thought his performance was wonderful, and the guy from Winter's Bone, who was sort of snuck in there, was okay, but not on the same level as Andrew Garfield, and that was a mesmerizing performance to me. So that was when I was really upset.
I guess for me, it's Christopher Nolan for Best Director for Inception. It was just incredible work. I can't see any other director sort of handling the way Nolan did it with Inception, so that's the biggest snub for me. Katie?
I have to say I was pretty pleased with what the Academy picked this year. I think they did a great job, and I didn't notice any snubs that I was really upset about.
Nick?
I have one snub I was really happy with, and one I was, mad about. And the one I was happy with was I was glad that The Town didn't make it into the Best Picture nominee list. A lot of people were hoping it would, and I was really happy it didn't, because I think there's much better movies on there. The one I was really sad that it didn't make it on there was The Ghostwriter, which it came out this past year. It was out in February, though, I think. So I think most people have forgotten about it by now. But not Darren Aronofsky, Roman Polanski is a fantastic director, and he just plays games with his audience that are on a completely different level than any of the other directors working, or most of the other ones working today. So I was really sad that that one didn't get nominated, but I guess it's just so far back, and plus personal things with Roman Polanski and his life tend to get in the way of people wanting to nominate him for awards. So, but yeah, I was sad about that.
Yeah.
But I like Polanski's work, and the Academy seems to always favor him, so that was interesting.
Yeah, the pianist is Rise Man.
Yeah. So I guess that wraps up our Oscar coverage. Everybody should definitely be watching on February 27th. It's going to be very exciting. We here at SOFA can't wait. And another thing that we can't wait for is the premiere of I Am Number 4, a movie which Katie got to see. And it stars Alex Pettyfer, who I really like as an up-and-coming actor, and Diana Agron from Glee fame as Queen of the Bray. So what did you think, Katie?
I saw I Am Number 4 last week. It's about 9 aliens who come to Earth, and they look like humans, so they're able to blend in. But there's another group of evil aliens who are after them, and they're coming to Earth to invade. So 3 of the good aliens are already dead, so it's up to number 4 to kind of stop this group of bad aliens. But he's still trying to blend in at high school and have a normal life as well. So it's kind of a mix of teen romance and action, and I'm not sure it totally pulls it off. It's not seamless, but it was entertaining. I enjoyed it, and I think the audience that it's going for will really love it.
I guess for our viewers and for me who aren't really familiar, what's the difference between I'm Number 4 and, say, Twilight? Another one where they're good and bad and teen romance and action.
Right. But it's in the same genre, I think, that supernatural thriller with romance, So fans of Twilight will probably really like it, I would say.
Okay. All right.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing it. I like trashy teen movies, and I think this one will fit the bill. But,
All right. But in other news, not trash, but great movies. Nick, I heard you got to see A Better World, which is a Scandinavian movie.
So I got the privilege of seeing In a Better World, which is up for Best Foreign Film this year. It's from Denmark. And I already have a weakness for Scandinavian cinema, so I was already going in expecting to like it more than other movies. But I have to say it was a fantastic movie. It's about these 2 young boys who are wrestling with, in a world in which people are assholes. How do you respond? Do you react violently against them, or do you sort of let it go, and how does that affect your very existence? It was handling very deep stuff, but at the same time it was sad, it had some funny moments, it felt very poignant, and the ending was great, and I really do recommend it. It comes out in March, and I'm really rooting for it for Best Foreign Film. I haven't seen any of the others, but so I can't really speak as to whether it's the best out of all of them, but I really hope Susan Bier wins for it, and yeah, definitely recommend.
Great. And that's one definitely to watch out for. Oscar time.
Yeah. I guess that wraps up Movie Mondays here on SOFA. I'm Paul.
And I'm Anna.
Thank you for watching.
Good night.
Night.
Bye.